Just this way. Let's follow him, and let's see. And which way would that be, Grey Man? Christ, Miss Mabaso, I didn't see you there. But I saw you, and I see your friend here. I hate to repeat myself, but I will ask again, where are you taking him? I believe we are in danger. Not from her, Otto. This automaton has offered to help with my business. And how might the automaton be helping? With the bottom line. There's a dolly shop down the way that pays well for components. Wait, you're going to sell me for scrap? A high pressure regulator? My components make me strong. I can't even lift an automobile. I have excellent components, Mr. Chemist, or Grey Man, as you call him. Mr. Chemist, or Grey Man, as you call him, admires my workmanship. Wait, you're going to sell me for scrap? He was, but not so anymore. Don't talk as if it can understand. It's a clever collection of wires and steam, even less alive than a cadaver. This man is severely lacking in social graces. Cadaver, a corpse, sometimes used in... Ah yes, Grey Man, you know a great deal about cadavers. The chemist's face flashes with emotion. He quickly regains control, but not without effort. Obviously, an education in medicine involves working on cadavers. You have the stink of the grave on you. Was this education as recent as, say, last night? Is that an accusation? Need more data. The emotion reappears in on the chemist's face. This time he doesn't try to hide it. Listen, witch. You would do well to stow your accusations. I am a man of science. A man who has a bottom line to meet. Is that line now to be found beneath 6 feet of soil? Oh, grave robbing. The man glares at her for a long moment. What do you want? Go back to your cut-rate medicines and corpses. Leave your new friend to me. Fine. Good day. Alright. Come with me. Oh, where are we going? Somewhere private. Let's get you off the street before someone else tries to disassemble you. Okay. This shop has a miscellany of unusual goods for sale. It is not immediately apparent how they are organized, or if the inventory is subject to any unifying theme. Your ability to sort and categorize disparate items could be highly useful in this chaotic environment. The merchant herself is a slender woman who glides around the shop, bracelets jangling with a smooth and confident ease. She's dressed in an eclectic combination of garments, and her neckpiece is unlike anything you've seen in London. Now we may talk. Let's thank her for the assistance. Thank you for your assistance, Miss Mabaso. I am called Otto, and it's lovely in here, but where exactly are we? This is my shop, Roots and Remedies. You're safe here, Otto. And in my sanctuary, I insist that you call me Nandi. Nandi Mabaso. Indeed, Miss Mabaso. That's right, little one. Now tell me, how did you come to be alone in Sorry Square today? Doing what needed to be done. Ooh, this is a good time to build rapport. Try a joke. I don't know. Let's just I was looking for a job. You were looking in the wrong place. That man has evil in his heart. But little one, why do you feel the need to work? To become my own person and find my own way, just like everyone else. Why? Actually, why? I am looking for a purpose. Nandi laughs with a sparkle in her eyes. Aren't we all? Not to worry, little one. Something tells me you're already on that path. Theodore Redgrave builds nothing without purpose. I'm my own automaton, thank you. Mr. Teddy is an accomplished engineer, and he was, until recently, my companion. I am my own automaton, thank you. Do not fret, Otto. It is plain that you answer to no master but yourself. We must be doing something right. But why are you no longer with Teddy? Attempt an untruth? Because we know, not Otto of course, but we know that Teddy actually let the werewolf go. But you know what? No, let's just say it. Teddy accepted a contract to track down a werewolf named Sykes, a common means of employment for him, but this time he intended to enslave it into blood sport. I could not consent to such an evil scheme. I see. I know a story you might like to hear, but... She looks me up and down, then appears to make a decision. You seek a path... You seek a path, one I might provide, but I am no old woman forcing the young to listen. Let us speak as equals. You may have questions I can answer. Let's ask about the story first. What is this story you mentioned? If it would help me in some way, I would be most excited to hear it. Nandy rocks back on her heels and looks upwards, glancing through cracks between her great tree and the ceiling. When I was a little girl, there was a dog in my village. Every time a storm came, she would find somewhere to hide and howl at the thunder. The children laughed at her, knowing storms meant rain and rain meant healthy crops. Why fear the thunder? Thunder precedes lightning, well... Let's just say it, she's probably gonna correct it. Just so, just so. She grins for a moment, then continues. One day, as the dog cowered beneath the cart, howling, one of the children was struck by lightning and killed. I watched it happen. What is the purpose behind recalling this story? That dog knew a secret about the terrors of the world. She tried to warn us, while those who laughed and danced about flirted with death. Now, when I hear rain, you know what I feel, Otto? I feel the need to hide and howl. Her story is a metaphor. Her story makes an incorrect assumption about lightning. Tell Nandy a variety of facts about trees. Like the one... Okay, let's go with her story as a metaphor. Oh, I know what your story means. It is a metaphor. Thunder is Parliament, the cart was Her Majesty, and the dog was tea? I fear that the point of my story has been lost, and for that I apologize. I wished only to make a point about Teddy Redgrave. I'm afraid that I do not understand the relevance of your story to Mr. Teddy. Deep breaths precede extensive explanation. Prepare auditory receptors. Not so long ago, Teddy was a soldier in Her Majesty's army. They were sent to Zululand to make a war on King Mbuyazi. Lagging a day behind the other units, Teddy's company arrived late. This spared him an untimely death. Truly? In the months that followed, a great torrent of rain drenched the land. The English soldiers were tasked with evacuating the remaining colonists, but they were beset by harriers, both human and other. Mr. Teddy has seen horrors. It must have changed him. That is why it's important to make my own way. I won't be shackled by someone's command again. During patrol, Teddy's unit was ambushed by a Boltungen were-hyena, okay. He was the sole survivor of that skirmish, but lost his arm and leg in the escape. So the horrors have laid their paws on him to boot. Now, Theodore Redgrave sees monsters lurking everywhere he goes, behind the next tree or waiting in an alley to strike. And when he is actually beset, he strikes without mercy. He strikes for his lost comrades and for his missing limbs. He hunts because he must, to protect against the horrors waiting in the dark. Is Teddy's cruelty justified? So Mr. Teddy believes that his cruelty to werewolves is justified by his past? You begin to see, Otto. Yes, this is Mr. Teddy's reasoning, but it may lead him into further damage, as it has now. Okay. Let's tell her about the... Mr. Teddy is in danger. Let's go out of context for a second. Trees require a minimum of 6 hours of daylight directed precisely at the leaves for photosynthesis, ensuring they grow healthy and steady. That's true. The windows of this building allow consistent light dispersion throughout the day, which helped it to grow into the majestic tree it is today. Nature is capable of creating something stunning in the most surprising of places. It is simply a marvel. Indeed, Mr. Teddy is in danger. Bit of an excursion into a completely different topic there, okay. He is. Do you wish to hear the details, or would you prefer to be on your way? If Teddy is in danger, I must hurry. There is no time. Details. Every last one. If I don't know what imperils him, how can I save him? Teddy Redgrave chose his path, and we chose ours. This is none of our concern. Speech interface. Details, please. If Mr. Teddy is in trouble, I need all of the details. Very well. I will tell you everything you need to know. She takes a long breath. My friend Dr. Clancy Wainwright at Benthall House has been working on a medicine to help the people of London. Unfortunately, his research requires werewolf blood. Hence why Mr. Teddy was to capture Sykes for that Molly figure. Yes, most revealing. Dr. Wainwright is not the violent kind, and there are few werewolves willing to submit to experimentation. I believe he has turned to Silas Bragg, otherwise known as Lord Braxton, for help. This man has many names. Indeed he does. With Lord Braxton comes Molly of the Hounds. I know Theodore Redgrave has worked for Molly before, and if he's been hunting werewolves... Don't listen to her. She's playing on your sympathies in order to push us back into servitude. If Theodore has captured a live werewolf, I can only guess that Dr. Wainwright is involved. The doctor's research is dangerous, and a live werewolf will obviously place Teddy in danger. It is likely Teddy now knows more than he should. Molly may not let him walk away once the job is done. Oh no. Thank you for telling me all of this. Nandy. Now that I know what is at stake, I can better help Teddy escape. Where should I go? Lord Braxton is holding a lavish party at Braxton Manor tonight. As there is no hill without a grave, Teddy will be headed there with his quarry to meet Molly and spring the trap she has laid. Good. Easier to let go of someone when they've kicked the bucket. Otto, however you feel about Mr. Redgrave, I think you should go to Braxton Manor tonight. She takes a deep breath that looks so wonderfully human, I am moved. If only I had lungs, I could experience the same. Lungs are overrated. Weak sacs of air that puncture as easily as balloons. If not to save Mr. Redgrave from his own fear and hatred, then, well, Lord Braxton is the host. Is he the engineer who designed my recent upgrade? I am sure that you speak of the Determination Core. Yes, he is the inventor. If you are interested in learning more about your origins, would you not speak to the man who made your components? You really just want a job, you need to help your friend Teddy. You're not sure if this is the right choice. You really don't care about Teddy, but she has a point about Silas. We need to help our friend Teddy. No, my friend Teddy Redgrave is in danger. I must help him. How do I get to the manor? The fastest way to Braxton Manor is Lord Braxton's airship, which is moored at the wharf. If the man himself is there, you could ask for an invitation to a soiree. It sounds like I need to get on that airship. And with the last brick laid, the walls will come into collision. A Zulu proverb meaning powerful people are about to clash. Okay. I'm sorry, Nandy, but I don't understand. Oh, it is nothing. May the wind be always at your back, little one. Until we meet again. Okay. Let's keep walking then and leave the building, go back to Soris Square. I suppose I'll quickly talk to the Ratcatcher and then we'll go to the airship. We've read that before, of course, and I really don't want to unnecessarily strain my voice even more than it is already strained by just, you know, playing this game. Because, oof, there's always so much talking. Okay, let's quickly walk down here and go to the rat catcher. Just because I want to know what he says about Otto. Of course, we're not looking for a job anymore. I think, at least. Right? Let me quickly take a look. It's a living. No point in continuing this exercise in ill-advised independence. An old chum needs help. Okay. I wouldn't call it ill-advised independence. We can still go independent afterwards. But, you know, helping people you like is, you know, it is a very human experience as well, isn't it? So I think it's part of, you know, him becoming more independent. This narrow slot between two brick buildings hosts a hodgepodge of cages like a tiny prison complex, all a-crawl with dozens of rodents of every size, color, and temperament. The squeaking must be a constant cacophony in the small space. Knowing rats to be widely hated pests, you assume they're being held for execution, until you spy the large sack of feed in the corner, and the numerous water dishes distributed among them. It seems the rodents must be pets, or perhaps they're being held for some other purpose. To be eaten? Okay, there's some rat cages. From the spotted to the mainstream brown variety, there are caged vermins here in every color and size. If I had skin to puncture, I wonder if they'd bite me. Probably. Price board. Prices for living things. Another example of man using creatures to his commercial advantage. But, like, yeah, a friend of mine had some pet rats. They were very cute, but of course I got bitten at least once or twice. That just kind of happens with rodents. But it wasn't too bad. And they were very cute. A manhole cover. A discus of wrought iron leading to the waterworks underneath London. It seems to have the same olfactory signature as the proprietor of this establishment. That's just wonderful. Ratcatcher. Well, hello, Otto. Fancy seeing you out and about on your own. Another agent of the oppressors. Greetings, sir. May I assume you are the keeper of these rats? Oh, indeed. Keeper, friend, and confidant. The name's Pavel Gerard, and I'm at your service. Confidant? Excuse me, are you suggesting your rat friends tell you things? That they do, and never doubt it. They tell me when they're hungry or scared or suffering existential angst. But more practical things too. My beauties let me know when someone is lying, or rain is coming, or skullduggery is afoot. Unscrupulous behavior, okay. The gentleman is making a jest, surely. Ambrotype module, the place you collect your rodents. Aren't they frequently dim or completely dark? Yeah, it is. I suppose that's so. My ambrotype module gives me improved vision in low light. That would be helpful. Can't argue with that, but the places rats congregate are never convenient to access, my friend. I often need to shimmy through tight spaces or get right down on the floor. You're just not built for that sort of work. I see. Disappointing. An eloquent shrug from Mr. Gerard indicates this conversation is at an end. Okay, let's leave this place then, as I'm quickly gonna take another sip of tea. And I should also refill it. 1 second. As we make our way back to Sorry Square on our way to the wharf, so we can go to the airship. I think we've explored all the locations. So I don't think there's anything left to do other than go to the airship. And maybe that will end the chapter, and then I can only assume that's followed by, you know, by a big chapter with all the people in the manor or something like that. Wait, no, wait a second. I don't think I don't think Atticus is there yet, so maybe there's a chapter with Atticus that gets him there. I guess we'll see. Can we go to the airship? Oh, head for the wharf, just in general. Let's see. Let's go over here. I saw a ferry over there. In the previous chapter, I think. Or was it here too? Can we just enter? No, we cannot. 1 second. Oh, ferry schedule. If I don't find a job here, I could always look for one beyond London. Okay. We talked to the fishmonger and Timothy Agrawal. We need a way to get on board though. How do we do that? Heading for the wharf. We'll see. Dante Ziegler maybe? Does he have anything for us? We cannot enter this boat. Dante? I don't see Lord Braxton. Maybe Dante knows where he is. Otto, I haven't seen you in a month of Sundays. Still no Teddy, I see. Error, it has been a very short amount of time since Dante was last encountered. Phrase incorrect. Oh, I believe this is sarcasm, when the speaker means the opposite of what is said. I will file this technique away for use later on. Teddy is in a spot of trouble. Can you help? Mr. Dante, Teddy and I were separated, but I need to get back to him. Let's go with the first one. That doesn't surprise me, but it's strange that you're not helping him already. What kind of trouble is this? It is, this is very complicated. How do I explain? I must impress upon Dante the urgency of the situation. Why, we should at least find a way to Braxton Manor where a chat with our creator could be pertinent. If we have to lie to receive help from Dante, so be it. Let's explain what Nandi told us. Teddy had been working for Molly, well, Bixby, but Bixby works for Molly, and Molly works for Lord Braxton and Dr. Clancy Wainwright. And they're doing strange things with werewolf blood, but Teddy doesn't know this, and now the only way to keep Teddy out of danger is to speak with Dr. Wainwright. Recalling memory, the doctor is a part of this, but it's the airship now. The airship is needed. Dr. Wainwright will be at Braxton Manor, but I need to get there first, and I need the airship, and I need Lord Braxton to let me into his party. Terrible things could happen to Mr. Teddy, don't you see? Perfect. He must understand the gravity of the situation now. Whoa, Otto, whoa. Slow down. Teddy is mixed up in werewolf business, and it has to do with Molly somehow? Molly of the Hounds? Affirmative. Oh, I knew Silas, Lord Braxton was involved with some of those cane rats, but dragging Teddy into it is a bridge too far. Even so, you can't just rap on the airship hatch and ask Lord Braxton to invite you. I am certain I can convince him. I have been practicing. But I must. One may only attend a party if they have an invitation. Maybe we don't have to have an invitation. Ha! Oh, Otto, you've still got a lot to learn. I've been thinking about this for a while. It's about time I took a holiday. Maybe even traveled for a while. I've always wanted to meet the Prussian clocksmiths. They're doing incredible things with spring-loaded birds. Dante sniffs and crosses his arms. It looks like a plan of action is forming in his mind. But I think that first we need to get into that party. Nobody's going to just let you in, but I could sneak you in, if that's the only way. Oh, I would relish in the chance to test my acoustic tampener module. Yeah, let's go with the second one. It's settled then. Let me know when you're ready. There's no time to waste. There we go. Let's get going then. I think that should be a new chapter then. Life is never fair, or perhaps it is a good thing for most of us that it is not.